Good evening. Is my reaction to the Manchester United versus Brentford game tonight. Yeah, finished 3-1 to Manchester United, and yeah, they played. They were good. They were very good tonight. I thought the best, probably the best I've seen in a long time, considering how poor we have been this whole season, and in the last few months. Today we actually look like a team. We actually look like we played like a team. There was a good rhythm to the game. They were quite fluid at times with the passing, and it probably the most team performance, one of the best this season, probably I'd say. Um, and it was a good performance, and it was the first time I enjoyed that Chelsea game as well. But this today, I really enjoyed today. It's probably the first time where I thought, oh, I've really enjoyed that match. I really enjoyed watching it. And that reflects how sort of bad we have been this season. Um, but yeah, it was different today. I thought it was really different, and that's probably down to some of the players that won the pitch. You know, a lot of them players were willing to work, run, um, listen to the manager's instructions, unlike some others that we know of. Um, and look, it it took a 33-year-old at his first Premier League game this season, Juan Mata. I mean, the performance he put in today, you know, Rashford hadn't put in all season, and that's by a 33-year-old. That's going to leave at the end of the season. So what does that say? What does that say? And Juan Mata, we all like Juan Mata. Fortunately, his legs have gone, um, and he won't be continuing. They're probably gone for a few years, but he always gives us everything. He gives us all, and that's all we want. That's all we want. You can have all the ability in the world, but if you don't give your all, then you won't get respect of fans. But yeah, Juan Mata today played really well. Played really well, and it's his last game at Old Trafford, and it's just a shame that Juan Mata didn't get used better over the years. I think he needed to be used more centrally on a regular basis, and it didn't happen, and he always got played out on the right, played out on the left. He never got really played consistently in that central position, and I think it's a real shame, and I think it's a real waste, really. Thinking about it, it was only look the other day. He was only 25 when we first signed him, and I think it's a real shame, absolute real shame. But what can we do now? What can we do? But it's a career that's sort of wasted a little bit, I think. But it's but yeah, it's obviously sad that he's going to be leaving. But I think it's time now to move some of these players on. And I think a few more will be going as well, which is what we need. That's what we need now. That's what we've come to. We need to get rid of a lot of players, clean it all out, and start fresh and bring some new players in. I think that's what we've got to do. Obviously, Matic as well. Um, Obviously, not been here as long as Mata, but he's done a job for the club. He's been very reliable at times, and I think he's probably been our best sort of defensive midfielder over the time he's been here. To be honest, and it's just a shame we didn't get him when he was a little bit younger and had a few more years out of him. Um, but yeah, I've been pleased with him for Manchester United. And it's just a shame he's getting older now. But yeah, I don't know whether he'll be retiring. Same for Mata. I don't know if they'll be both retiring. I'm not too sure, but we'll have to see. But yeah, good luck to them two, and they've been very good at Manchester United. But I think there'll be more players as well following them out the door. I think this season, end of the season, I think Phil Jones maybe might go, possibly. He came on. Maybe that was his last sort of appearance at Old Trafford. Obviously, if Cavani is probably definitely going to go as well. Um, but yeah, I mean, it showed that I thought maybe with Lingard going, he might have got a little bit of a run out, but I don't know. There's been a few rumours of him staying, and I just hope not. I hope that's false. And I can't see Lingard staying. I really can't. I can't see Ten Hag wanting him. I just can't see it. It would be absolutely stupid for Manchester United to give Lingard another contract. It'd be absolutely madness. But let's see what happens. And you know, Rashford not even getting on the pitch today, and I'm glad because he doesn't deserve to be on the pitch. The performances he's put in this season have been nothing short of abysmal and disgusting. Really, the way he's down tools and sulked, you know, it's unforgivable that for me, and he didn't deserve to be playing. He didn't deserve to be playing, and he didn't even come on. And, you know, I think Lingard and Rashford especially have disrespected Rangnick, and ultimately he hasn't played them. You know, players that haven't believed in him, haven't believed in the way he wants to play, and don't listen to his instructions. He ain't playing them, and we've seen that. You know, seen it with probably Henderson as well, Eric Bailly, and they haven't had a sniff. And if you don't respect the manager, you don't play. That's how it is. Solskjaer was totally opposite to that and played the same players, but if you don't play well, you don't play, lads. So yeah, I'm glad Rangnick stuck to his guns there, and with Maguire as well. Um, but yeah. I mean, more or less. Yeah, I'm choking. More or less, that pretty much cements his place in the top six, barring an absolute. I mean, if we get a point out of the last two games, then we're pretty much guaranteed top six. So I don't think Spurs or West Ham will win the last few games. I don't think they will. So I don't think they'll win them all. So I think we pretty much have got European football next season, which is exactly what we needed. You know, it gives us that extra little bit of budget as well from being in Europe, and it gives a little bit more money for Ten Hag and transfer targets that can come in. So I think that was very important to get in the Europa League. You know, if it had been the Conference League, would have to have done that, but I prefer the Europa League to be in the Europa League. Obviously, prefer to be in the Champions League, really, but it's been a bad season, and that will never really going to happen. It should have happened. This team should be in the Champions League. There's no hiding from it. The team on paper, the team that we have on paper should be getting in the Champions League. It should be, but the players have been awful at times this season, and it's just been a up and down season, and well, it's been mostly down to be honest, um, but yeah, but tonight it was a good performance tonight, and there's a lot of positives to take from that, and I think it's just last two games now. We're just it's just going to peter out, and it's all looking forward to next season now. With Eric Ten Hag coming in, and it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be very exciting. Players coming in, a lot going out. It's going to be a big restructure, I think, and I'm just looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to a bit of a break from football. Have a few months off, Obviously, be a lot of transfer activity as well, and we'll be talking about that in the coming months. Um, but yeah, I'll just quickly go through the players' performances. I think De Gea, yeah, he didn't have to do a lot. He made a few decent saves. He didn't have to do too much, but routine saves, what did you expect him to make? Nothing out of the ordinary, really. He had a decent performance, I thought. I thought Delors, he had a decent performance. He got forward a few times, whipped a few crosses in, defended well. I thought he was really defending well. He was good. Lindelof, I think he was pretty solid as well throughout. Him and Varane seem to have a decent partnership. I think that's probably our strongest partnership. Lindelof and Varane, definitely our strongest partnership, and you can see they've played with each other a few games in a row now. You can see they are getting used to each other, and yeah, that'll also be a really good partnership. I won't be splitting that up for the last two games. I'll be just playing them two. So hopefully that happens. Varane, the same. He looks very comfortable as well, alongside Lindelof. So he was very good, and he got his first goal for the club as well, which I was very happy about. So yeah, credit to him. Credit to him. And Tellers as well. Probably yeah, an okay game, similar to Delo really. Got a few good crosses in, got down that left hand side quite well. Um, but will it be good enough going forward into next season? I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. It might be one of them players that could go, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Um, Matic, I think he had a decent steady game. Kept protected that back four. You know, played some good passing in the midfield, kept that midfield going. So I think he had a decent game in his last game, obviously. Um, so at Old Trafford anyway, it's two more away games to go. McTominay, I think he had an okay game. I think at times he did well to drive forward a little bit and get a little bit further forward with Matic behind him. I think when that's what he does best. Does McTominay when he goes forward? He's not a defensive midfielder. He's more of a box to box player, and when he gets forward, he can be effective, and he can link up the midfield to the attack. And but he'll always give. I'd rather play McTominay over players that are going to try and run. Because he'll always give 100%. He supports the club. He's been in the youth, and he'll always give you 100%. His ability and technical ability and overall play isn't good enough. He's bang average. He's a bench player at best. But I'd rather play him than someone who's not going to try like Lingard or Rashford. So that's with him. Obviously Bruno as well. I think he had a really good game today. I think he connected well. He obviously had Juan Mata as well beside him, who's a similar sort of creative player. So I think it bounced really well off. So Ronaldo, Mata, Bruno, I think played really well together. I enjoyed watching them three play today. They were very good. Um, yeah, Mata, I think he was probably up with Ronaldo for the man of match. Really, I think he was very good. He just looked to play something different that we've really had missing. Something to connect the midfield to the attack. Quick runs, quick short passes, pass and move. It's a player that we've needed for a long time, really. But it's a shame, it's Juan Mata um, who's aging and is leaving the club in the summer. But I think we need a player like that. Maybe Donny van der Beek can be that player next season. We'll have to see. Elanga, thought he had a decent first half, I think. He's at his best where he's running at players, quick pass and move, using his pace. I think he had a really decent first half and had that penalty shout. And then obviously the cross for Bruno for the first goal. It was a fantastic cross. Did well to pick Bruno out, and Bruno gambled into the box, and it was a good finish by Bruno actually. A really good finish by Bruno. And then you've got Cristiano Ronaldo, who played very well. I mean, he obviously scored the penalty. And then he got involved with the play, came back into the midfield, went out to the wing, connected the play up with Mata and Bruno. I think he just had a fantastic game, Ronaldo. And the last 2 or 3 games he's been fantastic, and he's done more than sort of just being up front player. He's come back and connected the play with the midfield and the rest of the attackers as well. So I think he had a really good game actually. Ronaldo and him and Mata were both my man of the matches really. Toss up between them two, but yeah, very very pleased with that performance. And that's the last game at Old Trafford now, and Ralph's last game obviously at Old Trafford until he moves upstairs, and he's got that Austria job now, so he'll be doing them both of them roles. But you know, I just hope that Ralph, you know, has done a dossier of each player, and he's going to give his opinion to Ten Hag and say what player each player's like. I hope he does that, and I think he is going to do that. That's what's being said anyway. So yeah, we'll have to see. But play again Saturday. Brighton at is it Brighton? I think it's Brighton. Is it Brighton? Yeah, I think it's Brighton. Like bloody wrong. I think it is Brighton. Yeah, Brighton. It's down in Brighton. And then we've got Crystal Palace last game. So last two games, and then it's a big season ahead next year. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Very happy tonight, which isn't usually the case, is it? So yeah, enjoy that one. I'll enjoy that tonight.